Hello guys, I hope you are all doing well. In this video, we are going to study about two important concepts regarding arrays. These concepts are bound checking and passing array to a function. So let's begin. Now let's first talk about bound checking, right? Let's say that we had defined a array with the dimension of 5. Okay, so 5 elements will be there. Now I can access array 0 to array 4, right? Sorry, 4. Okay, from 0th index to 4th index, right? But let's say that I'm trying to access this array 10. Is it possible? See, the point here is that even though I had defined the array variable of size 5, I can access any subscript, right? So there is no bound checking or there is no error message or warning message that you cannot access any subscript or location which is outside of our range. Okay, so here the range of our accessing elements was 0 to 4. Okay, but here I am accessing 10th location, right? So there should be some sort of warnings or errors should be generated that you are going above the range or crossing the range. Okay, but there nothing such sort of things happen here and no such warning or error occurs. Okay, so this is what bound checking means, right? To check the boundaries. Okay, so here the boundaries were 0 to 4 and no checking is done. So in C there is no bound checking. Okay, there is no bound checking, right? Now let's see what happens when I try to extend my location or go out of range. Okay, let's say there's an array of size 2, right? And I am also initializing it or externally initializing it with 10 and 20, right? If we see its memory structure, then it will be something like this: array 0 and array 1, and I had initialized it with 10 and 20, right? Now if I do here printf of %d array 0, it will simply give me 10, right? The output will be 10 right now. Or if I write here 1, then the output will be 20. Easy. Okay, this is 0th location, this is first location, right? Now what will be the output if I write here array of 4, let's say 4. Okay, so this was 0, this was 1. If we virtually see it, there will be something like array 2, then array 3, then array 4, right? So we know that array is given a contiguous memory location. Okay, so if I say that this was the memory location of 1022, okay, so this was 1024, 1028, 1026, 1028 and 1030. Okay, I'm considering here 2 bytes of integer. Okay, so whatever will be present here will be printed, right? So output will be unknown to us, and in general we call it the garbage. So this time our output will be the garbage value. Okay, similarly if I write here array of 3, let's say 3, so 3 will be here. So whatever, we don't know what is present in this memory location. Okay, it could be anything, any number can be come in the output, 10, 15, 18, 19, we don't know, or a long number also. Okay, so here also this will print as garbage. Okay, similarly I can also write the virtual data. We can say that we don't know what data is present here, so I can also write here array 3 equals to 45. Okay, so what happened here, whatever was the previously data here was here, it will be overwritten by 45. Okay, even though I had defined the array of only of size 2, I am able to access I am able to cross the range and access the access this subscript which is out of range. Okay, so this is the meaning of bound checking, and C does not provide any bound checking, right? There is no bound checking in C, right? Now let's talk about the passing array to functions. Consider a function here, let's say void fun, in which I want to send my entire array. Okay, there could be two things: first, passing the array element to a function, or passing the entire array to a function. Okay, so first let's see passing array element. So I am doing void main, and inside it I am declaring a array, let's say arr2, and I am also initializing it with 1 2, or let's say 20 30, right? And here I need to pass array elements. Okay, now to pass array element to a function, I have to here write integer, okay, and a variable name, any variable name. Okay, we also need to write its prototype also. So we can write something like this: void fun integer, and that's all. Okay, and also include the header files, right? Now to pass array elements is same as passing a normal variable. How? It will be something like array fun, and then which element I want to pass. Let's say I want to pass the first element. So for passing first element, I will write 0 here, right? So if I write here printf of %d and a, okay, so now what will be the output? See, here I have passed a normal variable. Just like a normal variable, the a is assigned with the value of array 0. So now here a is become 10, and here our output will be 10, right? And if I want to pass the second element, then I'll write array 1, and then a will become 20, and here our output will be 20. Okay, right now the array elements are passing by call by value. Okay, what does it mean? That let's say the program continues here, and I write here printf of array %d array 1, okay, and close, right? Now, and also I write here a equals to 45, or before it I write here a equals to 45. Okay, now what's happening here? A2, the array was of two size, array 0 and 1, and the value was 20 and 10 and 20, right? Then I pass the array element, and this is by call by value. Okay, then the element is passed and it is assigned to a. So a right now, let's say there's some memory location for a also, a, and a will become right now 20, and I increased a by 45, so a will become 45, right? Now this printf will execute and output will be 45. Okay, then again the control will go here and it will print currently array 1. So right now the value of array 1 is still 20. Okay, so what's happening here? It is not changed. Okay, the main value of the array elements is not changed. Okay, so when we pass the value by call by value method, then the main value never changes. Okay, why it never changes? Because we are not sending the address. The changes in this address and in this address are different. Now let's say we want to send the array elements using call by reference method. Okay, what will I do here? Here I will call the function and send the address of that particular element. Let's say the element was second element. Okay, and here I have to use the pointer variables. So here I'll write int ** and here the name of variable with asterisk. Okay, so we had a talk about the pointers variables a lot in our pointers sections, but for now consider that here I am sending the address and here this variable is pointing to the same location. Okay, so now what's happening here, that if let's say array 1, there was some memory address, okay, and also the a variable. Okay, now both of these variables are pointing to the same memory location, right? So right now if I change here using the pointer notation, asterisk a equals to 45, okay, and then I print here printf of %d, let's say array of 1. So what will be the output here will be 45. Why? Because right now I am sending it by the call by reference. Okay, I am sending the address, and same address is now pointing by the variable a, and I am changing whatever is present in that address with 45. So what was present previously, it was 20, now it will be changed by 45. Okay, so I had talked about it in pointer section, but note that here we are sending the address, and whatever I am going to change here will also be reflected in this main array. Okay, because we are using the call by reference method, right? Now there are two methods in which entire array could be passed to a function. Okay, first method is array notation and another method is pointer notation, right? So first let's talk about array notation. This is array notation, right? So what I will do here, I will simply write here name of function and the variable name, that is array. That's all. Okay, and also remember that the entire array is passed by call by reference. Call by reference. What does it mean? That if I'm changing any element's value here, it will also be reflected in the main array. Okay, let's see how it is done. Okay, so call by reference, the array will be passed. Okay, so here I had write the name as my a, right? So to access now array element, I will simply write printf %d, and let's say I want to access the first element. Okay, so what I will do, my a, and first element means 0th index, that's all. Okay, so now the output will be 45. Okay, right now the output will be 45. Okay, and to access, let's say I want to access the next element or the first location's element, then I can write here my a 1. Okay, so this is how we use or how we pass the entire array to a function, right? Now if I change here, let's say I am changing here my a, let's say I am changing first element or second element with first location as 99. Okay, and then if I write here printf of %d array of 1, right? Now what will be the output here? The output will be 99. Why 99? Because the entire array is passed by call by reference, and when the array is passed by call by reference, then if any element is changed, then that particular element of the array will also change in main location. Okay, so we can say that both are now, let's say if this was my array, this array, and another was this array, then both are pointing to the same locations. Okay, these are just the different names of pointing the same location. Okay, different names for pointing the same location. Okay, so right now our output will be 99. Similarly, if I write here array 0 will become 99. Okay, now this change will also be reflected in our main array. So here also if I write here now, let's say if first I write array 1, this is not changed here. Okay, not changed here, so it will give me simply 66. Right now it will give me 66. Okay, but now if I write here array of 0, now what will be the output here? The output will be array 0 is changed to 99 and both are the same array, we can say that. So this 45 is now changed to 99, so our output will be 99, right? So now let's see what is the second method of using or passing arrays to a function. In the second way, we use the pointer notations, right? So everything is same here. We are sending by call by reference, and entire array will be sent by the call by reference. Okay, only difference is that here I will be using the pointer variables. How? Let's say here I will write only asterisk. Okay, and here I will write asterisk of name of variable, which will be my a. Okay, that's all. same everything like before, that it is sending by call by reference. If any change here, then it will also be reflected in the main array, and everything is same, right? So remember that this is how we pass the entire array to a function. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. I hope you like the video. If you have any doubt, please comment it down. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.